Hello, team. It is Tuesday, November 6th, Election Day. I hope you've all gone out and done your civic duty. I have to say, this was probably the most crowded non presidential election I've ever seen, and possibly the most crowded election I've ever seen, period. So I'm so enamored by all the different states and what they have. I was just chatting with Jennifer Ewert that about, we don't have that early voting in New York. So you just have to go on election day. I didn't even really understand how it worked, but apparently in California, they like mail it to everybody and you can drop it off. And same in Louisiana. Wow, that's cool. That's a lot of mail though. Oh, in Delaware too? Wow. Oh, and you guys
New
all get it
Jersey.
up like that?
New
Oh my God.
Jersey.
Add it to the list of ways New Yorkers, everything's got to be a pain in the neck. That's all I know. That's all I have to say. There's none of this mailing early. We don't get stickers, okay? There's none of this. None of this. You got to go, and you don't even get to prove it in any way. You can just lie, say you voted. Oh, they didn't have stickers. Actually, the city has stickers. Long Island doesn't have stickers. I don't know about the rest of the state. But I read in the paper that the Nassau and Suffolk decided that they weren't going to waste taxpayer money on stickers. They spend my money on 22,000 other things, though, not my sticker. But anyway, it is, like I said, it's Tuesday, and I'm super excited about this particular Lunch and Learn because for a month, I've been working diligently with a bunch of other leaders on a nice new training document for the whole organization to use. So not just our Shine On part of the team, but the overall Lewandowski organization, which is great because it gives us access to more leaders to provide the videos and the trainings and the documents and stuff. So it's been something that we've been wanting to work on for quite a long time, and just finally decided to make it happen. So rather than send our team members to Park Lane 101, I'm actually going to start effective tonight referring them to this training document so that they can get it right from the Shine On page. And you are certainly welcome to repost if you have your own team pages and you want to have it on your own team groups as well. Of course, you're welcome to do that. Now, what this is going to be, it's because it's, a running training manual, we are going to continue to update it and whatnot. Like Becky made the video for how to do an RMA. She made it a couple of weeks ago. Actually, she probably made it for her team about a couple of months ago, actually. But now we have a little update with the shipping charge and things like that after the 4 months. So that does need an update, but it didn't need necessarily the update today. So it's there, but when she makes the new one, I'll replace it. When we get another, great new topic that we just want to add to it, then all we have to do is edit it in. Anything that has a support document, I'm going to put in the files on the team page. And again, you're welcome to recreate anything that you like on your own local pages. But if you feel like that's just doing double and triple work, always just send them back to Shine On, and then that's where it'll be. But what this also allows you, those of you that are leaders, it allows you the freedom to edit in your own stuff that maybe you want in there that you feel only applies to your team. So if you'd rather have a welcome call on your page for your group that you do, then feel free to edit your own in. This isn't like, all set in stone. If those of you that are leaders can choose to make any edits onto the personal team ones that you want to do. So here it is. Let me share my screen. I was literally working on this right up until 2 seconds before. In fact, I now know how Nancy Summers feels. Can you see my screen? Why is this still in the way? Can you see my screen? What just happened? Let's try this again. There we go. Now it's there, right? So I had people sending me videos and documents like 3 minutes ago, so obviously I still need to edit those in because I wasn't going to be late for you guys to add something in. So I'll just do that after we hang up on the call. So the name of our new training document is just Sparkle Resource. Okay, so when someone says, where can I find how do I know how to enter an order? Oh, that's in the Sparkle Resource. Oh, I heard that there's a thing called Just My Style. Where do I find how to use those? Oh, it's in the Sparkle Resource. And what does Sparkle stand for? Succeed, participate, act, reward, kickstart, learn, and empower. All right, so I tried to put this in the order that a new person is likely to need it. So it starts out with a couple of different welcomes, right? So the first thing is just the welcome call that I typically do on Tuesday nights. But if somebody wants to watch it before a week goes by, maybe they join on a Wednesday, well, then they can go ahead and watch this recorded version now. Mary Grace has a short welcome that she has on here as well. And then next is her full initial training class. So this one is, of course, longer and goes through all of the facets of our business that someone would want to know in getting started. Now, some of these things are things that you may not have even ever seen yourself, right? So everybody has so much training of themselves that they can do now that we have this awesome new resource. Next is the Smart Kit video. You may or may not have seen this, but I had done the Smart Kit video back when they started allowing us to choose our own kits. So the Smart Kit video is how to choose a well-rounded kit. How to make sure that your recruits or that the person choosing their own kit isn't just going to pick all silver because that's what they like to wear, right? You can't let somebody pick all silver if they're trying to sell the jewelry. They want to have a nice, well-rounded selection of what to show. Okay? And there's a document that goes along with that. All right, next is some tips on bookings. So the importance of securing 2 bookings at every show. This is the video that you may or may not have seen before of Mary Grace doing the thing with the M&Ms where she shows, they both start with 6 bookings, and then this one gets a cancellation, this one gets a cancellation. They both got, this one got 1 booking, this one got 2 bookings. And before you know it, the one bowl is empty because they're only getting 1 booking at every show, and the other person's bowl is overflowing because they're getting 2 bookings at every show. So that's what that video is. Bev Austin put together a great little training on the different ways that you can use the Fast 50s. So that's always a pretty common question about what they are, how do you use them, etc. How to use the wish list. This is a Jennifer Bond video on why to have the guests work on a wish list while they're at the show. I feel like that is something that sometimes people resist, or they go straight to handing them an order form, feeling like that's an extra step. But the wish list is a really important step of the show. So that is in here as well. All right, next is our very own Joy Perry with her video on how to do the dice game. So this is our Lunch and Learn, actually, that I just used that recording. And then the instructions will be uploaded as well. I did a video on how to end your party. This is me doing the ticket game with the Q&A, and also how to use a recruiting album. So this one is me doing that. Jackie Reganti is doing, is her video here on when you're getting a no, how to kind of transition it into a yes. So this is really an overcoming objections training. And she provided a document that goes with it as well. I booked a show. Now what? This is Mary Grace's training on sending your hostess a thank you note, staying in touch, maybe mailing them a little piece of jewelry. That's what all of this is. And she also did a video on how to avoid cancellations in the first place and how to handle the ones that you do get, because cancellations are part of the business and we certainly can't pretend that it's not. So that's in here as well. There's one more to be added here in the social media section. This one is done by Bev about how to run how to set it up and how to run it. A successful VIP group on Facebook. So if you are one of our team members who does not yet have a customer group, or you feel like your customer group needs a little spoofing up and spicing up, then this will be a great video for you to watch. Also to be added in here, Crystal Sanchez made a little video about what the social media page is and how to use it and what kinds of resources that people can find in the social media group. So the Park Lane Social Media Visuals group. So that will be added into this blank spot. Then Teresa Morgan did a great series for us on all of the basic order entry features. So this is just how to open the show and how to enter customer orders. The next one is how to do the hostess order and then complete sending it on in. What do you do if this is signing up your host to make it an intro show? And then Becky's is this one about how to process an RMA, which is, of course, returns and exchanges, whether it's for yourself or whether it's for a customer. So all those times, if you are somebody who has sat, uh-oh, did I just mess that up? Did I just take a digit off of that? I hope not. If you are somebody who has sat there with a team member and gone through how to enter a show, you really shouldn't have to do that. They can look at this video, see what to do. I always recommend that when it comes to instructional videos, open the video on your phone or your iPad, but sit at your computer so that when they say, click this, they can pause it and click that, and they can enter the information and pause the video so that people can do it on their own time. And if you sign somebody who likes to do things at 6 o'clock in the morning while you're still sleeping, or you sign somebody who likes to do things at 11 o'clock at night, or you're out at a party or whatever, they can still get that training to do that on their own. All right, the next section is all of our sales skills. All right. Oh, that's where I put the wish list. Okay, I thought that I had that there. So the wish list is in 2 spots. I have to fix that. Emotional selling. This is actually the training that Mary Grace gave at convention on how to appeal to people's hearts while you're selling. So that's storytelling and just kind of connecting the jewelry to assorted emotions. Followed up by the one about benefit selling that I did, which is the, if your hand is too big and you need a stretchy bracelet or something that opens. Just a couple of, so these are really show trainings and how to have some sales skills. And then also under sales skills is the Just My Style. Jennifer Bond did a training on how, the 12 Just My Style sheets that show the combinations and stuff. That is in here as well. Then we have our recruiting section, our whole section on building your team. So starts off with how to have a recruiting mindset, which is Mary Grace. And then I re-put here several things that you can save in your phone when you have potentials. So when you have someone interested in the business, especially if they're not on Facebook, you send them this little paragraph so that they can watch the video. If they, or if you prefer to send Mary Grace. But then this last section here is the words to use to invite people to our new Facebook group for all of your potential recruits. That's where everyone's putting their potential recruits and where all the Facebook Lives will take place with reference to the business. Now, I still need to talk to you guys more about having more of you posting in there, but we'll come back to that. So that's the link for the group. This is what to say. All of that is in here. And then the final section here is working to achieve a goal. Use to-go thinking to stay on track, which is one of my favorite trainings from Jennifer Bond. So I know that was a lot to just kind of go over all at once, but what are your thoughts on this so far? Or do you have a question? All right, I'm getting a thumbs up from Phyllis. Any other thoughts, questions?
I have a question about inviting people to that new group. So that is for potential recruits or new recruits? Is that what that's?
It's for the main purpose of it is to, and I'll switch to that. I'm going to switch to the group.
Okay.
So this is the group that is for potential recruits to come check us out. So yes, your team members should be in here, and anyone that you meet that might be interested in business. And of course, don't forget upcoming hostesses, past hostesses, etc. We invite to the group as well so that they can kind of get their questions answered and see what we're all about in a very light environment. So like yesterday, I posted this because this special is coming up starting Thursday, right? For 2 weeks, if they have a show of 500 or more, they get to pick one of these rings free onto their order. So I just posted yesterday, hey, which one of these would you choose? Right? Because let's see if any of these people that comment are people that we could book a launch party with. And then if you have a potential in here and you see her comment that she wants the exquisite ring. So for example, one of my customers commented that she wants the exquisite. So guess what? I'm going to be getting in touch with her to see if she wants to have a show in the next couple of weeks. I put something in here about it being National Donut Day and how we do lots of personal appointments in coffee shops and what's your favorite donut? And I was going to send out a little gift card to somebody who commented. So this is a great place for people who are considering the business to check it out in a light, fun way. So in fact, Phyllis, I would love for you to post in this group something today, whether it's you show a piece of Rich Rewards jewelry you recently earned and how you love earning free jewelry, something that you're looking forward to, something that you're excited about. But if you could just post in there today, I would appreciate it because we need to have like a nice variety of leaders and different levels and different geography and all different people I want posting in here. It's definitely not just for me to post in. And I'm doing the live Q&A tomorrow night. The first live Q&A is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. So you want to get your people added in there so that they will see the live. Now you'll notice that in the live, in this group, I have the event set up so that everybody that's in this group will get a reminder when the live is coming. So the live is going to take place here in the normal part of the group. The purpose of setting up the event within the group is so that people will get the reminders. So very often people will say, you know, clearly 19 people have RSVP'd that they're coming to this live, but it will still take place within the regular group. Just a way to increase the visibility. Any thoughts or questions about how to best use this or any comments on that?
Do we need to assign posting at all? I know you said you were going to circle back about that.
I would love to do that. We can certainly start with those of you that are on today that would love to take on a day. I just asked Phyllis to do today. Would you be willing to post something tomorrow?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Is there anyone else, and you don't have to be an upper level leader. Is there anybody else that would like to post on any other day this week? I'm giving you a minute to unmute. I'm guessing that's Summer.
Yes, that's me.
You'll do a post this week, Summer? Can you do Thursday?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Amazing how we all run our businesses around everything that's going on around us, right? Now, there's so many different things that you could post. You could literally be brand new and post, I just did my first party, I earned X amount of dollars, and I got X amount of free jewelry. That is a great post. You don't have to be somebody who has been around for a long time to be able to do these posts. So for those of you that can't unmute, and for those of you that watch the recording later, if you are ready to and willing to do a post of some sort, and I'm not asking you to necessarily go live, I'm just asking you to do some sort of post. But make it fun, include a photo of some sort, and just something that you love. You can always throw in a little giveaway if you want. So if you feel like making your post something about, if they comment, you'll mail a little something to somebody. Because remember, the prizes can be something as small as a pair of matinee earrings. This is just a group to keep people engaged and to get them participating in the group so that each week when we do the live, they'll receive those notifications and hopefully at some point feel ready to join your team. Any thoughts or questions on that? So I think that we have posters through Thursday now, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have another call with other leaders under Mary Grace in a little bit, and I'll try to rustle some up from that so that we'll be set for a little while. Okay, so is there, so to get back to the Sparkle resource, I am going to be posting this in Shine On, and I need to upload all the accompanying documents. So you see how each time there's a document that goes with it, I indicate what it's called. And then I am also going to use the Constant Contact to email everybody this as well so that you'll all have it in your email. That way the original version will still be somewhere in your email so that you can refer back to it. You can forward it to anybody on your team. Remember, I only get a genealogy report. I don't get a new genealogy report every single month. So if you recruited somebody in the last month or so, please forward them the email when you receive it, so that we know that the new people receive it as well. And of course, not everybody's on Facebook, so that's why I wanted to do that too. All right, we're at about our half an hour mark. Does anyone have any questions or comments on this or anything else?
I just want to thank you for doing it as an email, because I do have a new team member who is not on Facebook. She is not on Facebook at all. And she said that I will not be able to see anything. I don't do Facebook. And she's a young woman. I was really surprised. So that's really good. I can call her now and tell her I'll be sending her an email.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you know what? If you wouldn't mind forwarding me her name and email, and I'll make sure I get her added to the list, that would be great. All right.
Michelle,
sorry, go ahead. Yes.
You might have covered this earlier because I jumped on the call a little bit late. The updating information within this, would it just be uploaded in the group, or as time goes on with the resource manual?
I figured I would edit.
Okay.
So that if we have a newer, like you were saying, you want to do an updated how to do the RMA.
Yes.
we can just, edit the document and put it right in there. And then I suppose I'll edit the main document that I'm going to keep on my computer. And perhaps monthly I can resend it out with any updates.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Joy, I see. I just came back to the main screen where I'm not screen sharing, and I see that Joy Widgeon commented that you can post. So Joy Widgeon, can you do Friday? If that's the case, then we're good all the way up until Friday. Yay, thank you. Yeah, so as you are working with this resource, thank you, Joy. As we're working with this resource, if you see a topic that you would have liked included, so like your team members have asked you 100 times how to blah, 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 or help with such and such, then maybe that needs to be added to the Sparkle document. So let me know if that's something that, if there's a topic that you feel is needed or something that you feel that you're awesome at and should have been in there, then by all means, let us know, because it's not like I have a limit as to how much learning everybody can do. We certainly are willing to include more and are open to suggestions and edits in the future. So starting with tonight's new people call, they will be referred to this, because this is what I'm going to be doing. I have one more conference call today, and then I'm going to work on getting it uploaded, get the documents going. So please remember to invite all of your newest team members or anyone that's restarting onto tonight's welcome call, because that takes place at 8 p.m. tonight, and that's now the time I am permanently keeping it. Tuesday nights at 8. The only thing is that if I ever, I feel like it was easier, it's better to have it at a standard time, because then the reminder consistently goes out and everybody kind of remembers when it is, just like the lunch and learn goes better when everybody knows when it is. But there's going to be times where I'm like traveling or something on a Tuesday, and actually next Tuesday is one of them. So I am going to need a substitute for next Tuesday, but we'll worry about that later. But anyway, all right, everybody, have a great rest of the day. Hope this was helpful, and I hope that this training document is helpful to everybody as we move forward training ourselves and our team. All right, have a great rest of the day. Bye.